okay? Are you guys in the back? I need you guys to quiet it down, please. Thank you. All right, second question. So we all know that you three are well known in the b-boy community because of your skills and dedication to this culture. So the question is, how do you guys train, and how do you guys balance training with work and other priorities in your life?
Dang, that's a crazy question. I've been dancing for 15 years now. So it's been a minute, you know what I'm saying? So it's been a journey. Really focusing on just training is pretty hard because you have your life. You have to worry about school, work, b-boying, you know, you have a lot of things going on. It's just, you really need to focus on what you want to do. For me, I would train really like 6 to 7 hours a day when I had time, and now, you know what I'm saying, the older I get, the harder it is. You know what I'm saying? A lot of you guys are, you know, high school, college students, so I'm not saying it's easy, but you have a bigger leeway. Like right now, I got to a point where I can spread everything out, all my training, and worry about my life and everything, so pretty much just balancing it out. You know what I'm saying? You gotta know how to balance what you're doing in life. You know what I'm saying? If it's working, if it's b-boying, if it's studying, if it's a girlfriend, you know what I'm saying? There's so much you can do, so just make sure you balance everything out and find a balance between everything. I mean, that's pretty much how I balance everything, especially since, I mean, I represent Roxrite. A lot of you guys know I represent Jabberwocky's crew. Once we won the show that just passed recently, it's been crazy, you know what I'm saying? Like, my whole life has switched. Now, before I used to go to school part-time and, you know, have my job. Now I have to switch everything over. This is my career now, you know what I'm saying? Like, what I've been wanting to do my whole life, I'm doing it now, you know what I'm saying? And I love to dance, you know what I'm saying? So I really have to make sure this is what I have to do. I have to balance all my dancing now, all my abilities, everything I do to my life, you know what I'm saying? Because it is my career. So, like I said, it's all in the balance. You gotta know how to balance everything out, and pretty much you'll be okay.
So it's not my concern to be really well known, but I guess one of my training things, a good warrior does not tell her secrets. No, I'm just kidding. But okay, but for real, battling, the whole issue on battling, there's so many things that you train when you're breaking. You know, you train your power moves, you train your footwork, you train your style, your musicality. You know, those are each like individual things that I think about when I'm training. And a whole other thing is battling. Is like you can train to battle, but the real training is when you actually enter the battle. And so many people, specifically girls, always tell me, oh God, I'm not ready. Some guys too, but you're never gonna be ready. And you just really have to, for me, one thing was just entering battles. Like even in the beginning when I first started, I entered battles, but every time you enter a battle, you learn so much more about yourself. It's really humbling, and it gives you that drive and that energy to be like, oh my God, next time I'm gonna freaking bring it. Even if I get roasted, I'm gonna bring it, you know? So I really encourage all of you guys, like, you know, especially out here, there's not that many battles. Like, you should enter as many battles as you can, no matter what, because that's part of the training, that's part of learning. And what else was the other question? How do I balance? Oh yeah. Okay, so having a balance, definitely, I do in certain ways I do encourage school. I mean, there's certain rare individuals who can not go to school and still like get a job and all that, or there's people who are funded by their family, whatever. But I think that if you're on your own, I think education does help so that, you know, when you're in the working world, in many ways, like for your training, for your responsibility, it's hard. It's hard being a full-time dancer. You have to hustle. You have to know how to, you know, promote yourself. You have to really get out there and, you know, be known. And then as far as like teaching, like I really find that it's important to teach for me. I mean, some people shouldn't be teaching, but I really find pleasure in teaching, and, you know, seeing some of my students come up and fall in love with the dance the same way as I have, or if there's one girl that I can influence to make a right choice and choose dancing rather than violence, gang life, substance abuse, then it means the world to me. So, and that's pretty much all I have to say.
I have been dancing 13 years. I've been dancing straight through the whole 13 years. My training, basically, what I do is I base it around like just doing everything in practice. Like, you know, I like line up a schedule, like from, say I'll get up, and I'll say at 5 o'clock today I'm going to practice for an hour and a half. But that hour and a half has to be straight practice, because sometimes when you practice with your friends, you tend to like mess around a lot and not really focus. So when I sit down for that hour and a half, I train solid all the way to the end, from beginning to end, non-stop. I try power, eases, footwork, dancing, you know, a bit of everything, so I can feel more comfortable when I go to the events or when I battle. I want to do shows. So those are some of the techniques I use for training. Also, there's like deeper training, which involves like stamina workouts, like footwork workouts, where you would just do like maybe 26 dips, 20 push-ups, 25 dips, 25 push-ups, and I was taught that from Flowmaster, and he's like the master, you know, that full run all day. So that helps with your stamina. You know, there's many different little things that I do as far as that, and